With the release date of FM25 getting ever closer, now is the perfect time to start planning your first saves. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at some top flight clubs who could be challenging for early release or full game save ideas. Everton have been through the mill in recent times. In the 23-24 season alone, they have faced issues with points deductions, near relegation, managerial changes, off-the-field financial issues, and the eagerly awaited completion of the brand new Bramley Moore Docks Stadium. Despite this, Everton are a club with a rich history. They have won the English top flight 9 times, but the last of which was in 1987. Add to that 5 FA Cup wins, and they also have a UEFA Cup Winners' Cup too. Everton are an interesting project. Maybe not in the short term due to some of the poor decisions made off the field, but certainly in the long term. If the club is sold on from the current owners and the new stadium is completed without any further delays, there is hope that the club can begin to stabilise. Currently, the squad has players such as Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jordan Pickford, and probably the most important, if they can keep hold of him, is Jarrad Branthwaite. Athletic Club are the third most successful club in Spain and quietly had themselves a solid campaign in the 23-24 season. The club from the Basque region would finish 5th in La Liga, their highest league position since 2016. With that 5th place finish, it also secured them Europa League football. Athletic Club is well known for its policies. Firstly, they will only sign players that are native to or have trained in the Basque region. The other tradition at the club is its Cantera policy, as they look to develop the region's top talents by only recruiting players from the Basque area. The club has a rich history, having been top flight champions 8 times, although the last time they were Spanish champions was back in 1984. The club also has multiple Copa del Rey successes to its name, with the club winning the trophy in the 23-24 season. Current players at the club include Spanish national goalkeeper Unai Simon and the Williams brothers. Vitally for the club this season, Nico Williams has confirmed he will continue at Athletic Club for the 24-25 season. Fiorentina are one of the most famous clubs in Italy. Hailing from Florence and playing in their instantly recognisable purple shirts, the club have had some legendary players across the years. The modern day Fiorentina is a club that is showing some glimmers of a team that could go on to bigger and better things. Fiorentina have been champions of Italy twice. The last Scudetto won by the club was back in 1969. They have also won 6 Coppa Italia titles and the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1961. In recent times, the club have been on 2 brilliant European adventures, as the club would reach the final of the Europa Conference League 2 years in a row. Sadly for them, they would go on and lose both. The club is in good hands off the field with stable ownership and a stadium which holds 43,000 fans. Their first team is a mixture of experience and youth, which includes players such as Christian Baraghi, new signing Moise Kean, and the highly thought of Michael Coyote. Upon their creation in 2009, Red Bull Leipzig could be considered to be a bit of a controversial club. The drinks giant came sweeping into German football, purchasing 5th-tier side SSV Markenstad with the aim of getting them to the Bundesliga within 8 years. Well, they made their dream a reality, and despite their short existence, have become one of the best known clubs in German football. The club are yet to win the German top flight, but have finished second on 2 occasions. Their main successes to date have come in the form of the DFB Pokal, which they have won twice, the last of which came in the 22-23 season. Despite the masses of money that the club has at its disposal, it is actually its youth scouting system which deserves a lot of praise. The Red Bull network have unearthed some fantastic players across the years, and some of the ones to move on from the club include Dominik Szoboszlai, Josko Gvardiol, and they will soon sell Dani Olmo back to Barcelona. For the 24-25 season, the club will have an enthusiastic young squad. This will include the re-signing of Xavi Simons as he returns to the club on loan, Benjamin Šeško, and the newly signed Asan Udraogo. The 23-24 season was a roller coaster for Lyon. The club endured its worst start to a season in 57 years as they faltered early on in the campaign. This would lead to the dismissal of Laurent Blanc and the appointment of Pierre Sage. Eventually, they would turn things around, but a sixth place finish in Ligue 1 would go down as a disaster. Lyon were a force to be reckoned with in the early 2000s as they powered their way to 7 league titles in a decade. Sadly for them though, PSG would be subject to a powerful takeover and their days at the top have been numbered ever since. The club have a rich history of producing good youth products via its academy, and that is something that still shines bright in the current squad. This playing squad is a blend of promising youth and some expensive experienced players who may need to be moved on for the club to really maximise its finances and its potential. In the current squad they have players such as Alexandre Lacazette and Corentin Tolisso, but one of the most important pieces at the club might just be Rayan Cherki. Long touted as a wonder kid, they will need him to produce to help them get back to the big time. So those are 5 top clubs to manage in the big leagues that I think can give you an early release or first save challenge. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit the button so you can keep up to date with the future FM25 content.